Ladies and gentlemen, The Simpsons are officially coming to Fortnite with a dedicated Springfield map based on the TV show, a battle pass, and potentially their own weapons. There's a lot to uncover here and a ton of information that we already know, so make sure to stay tuned to know everything you should expect for the Fortnite Simpsons miniseason. To kick it off, I first want to go over the map. Now, we don't know exactly what it will look like, but we do have a couple of POIs that are confirmed. The map that you're looking at right now is the most accurate map that we have of Springfield at the moment. And there are multiple POIs in here, many of them that will be in Fortnite. Now, the first one that I do want to go over that is 100% confirmed coming to the game is the Springfield nuclear power plant. But this is what it should look like. Also, here it is on the map. But also, we should see the Lake Springfield. Now, I don't know if Springfield will be a full island. This is the first time where we're getting an entire season that the map is based off of a singular collab. It's very different. A lot of people don't know how to feel about it, and me personally, I don't know how to feel either, but it's something that Fortnite is testing, and hopefully it goes very smoothly, because honestly, me personally, I've wanted to play this map for a while, ever since it got leaked. We were supposed to get a Chapter 3 OG themed map. However, I do think it will be a little repetitive, and honestly, it's way too soon for Chapter 3 in my opinion, because at this rate, we'll be getting Chapter 5 in 2027, I believe, for an OG map, and really, that's just way too soon. We also should be getting the Springfield Mall, and also maybe Veterans Park. Remember, there are a ton of POIs within The Simpsons in a ton of different locations, so they cannot add every single one of these. It's just way too much. I wonder how they will do the Duff Brewery. Now, I do believe this will be added into the game, but having an adult beverage in Fortnite, I don't know if Fortnite will go through with that, but they have been pretty lenient very recently on the teen rating, adding proximity chat and also adding a lot of non-family friendly Fortnite mirror skins. And then the last thing, most definitely, that we should be seeing is the Quickie Mart. Now, the Quickie Mart is probably one of the most iconic locations within The Simpsons. And if you don't know what it is, think about a 7-Eleven. That's the best way to explain it, like a gas station convenience store. Last but definitely not least, we should be receiving the house from The Simpsons. Also, maybe some other neighboring houses around it. But overall, if we just got these 4 or 5 POIs within the game mode, I think this is enough to call it a successful collab season. Next up, I want to go over one of the biggest things about this collaboration, and that is the battle pass and skins. First on our list, which obviously we will be getting a skin of him, is Homer Simpson. There's really not much to talk about. It's Homer Simpson, all right? He might be getting a donut back bling, maybe a donut pickaxe, or maybe we could be seeing a remix version of the party animal pickaxe, putting Duff as the slurp juice instead. Now, next up, I don't know. Here's the thing about The Simpsons. They have short characters and they have really tall characters. So we could be seeing a Marge skin, which is Homer's wife, or we could be seeing a Bart skin, but Bart is just super short, and him being a back bling would be just a little bit odd. I think we will be seeing Bart, maybe Lisa, as NPCs on the map. I don't think a skin would really work at all, but we also could be seeing a back bling from Bart, maybe a skateboard back bling, and we'll go over this later, but Bart could be receiving his own slingshot. A big skin that we could also receive as well, maybe not within the battle pass, but the item shop, is Scratchy. Epic Games really does like the cartoonish animal characters, and it seems to really sell well in their game. But we do have a glider that is actually confirmed. We don't know if it's in the battle pass or the item shop, but it will be King and Kato's. These are 2 of the aliens within the Simpsons show, and they will be in their own UFO glider. Also, it is confirmed that we are getting pets this season, so maybe we will be getting Santa's Little Helper, which is the dog of the Simpsons family, and maybe Snowball the 5th as a companion. And it really sucks that it didn't come out this season, because I would have loved to have Scooby-Doo as a companion. That would have been really cool, but still, it's going to be great having these characters in The Simpsons. Now, a few guns that we could be seeing in the game mode as well are pulse rifles. Now, pulse rifles are actually in The Simpsons. Also, revolvers, miniguns, and pistols as well. I would love to see The Simpsons be a mashup season of a lot of the guns that we love in the game, basically reskinned. Maybe we could get a reskinned pump, reskinned pulse rifle, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think this collab will fit a lot within Fortnite, mainly because it's cartoonish. Fortnite is a cartoonish style game, and if they go with the route of other cartoonish TV shows or maybe even comics, their game will thrive. That's the end of the story. Realism is never going to work out for Fortnite, especially maybe in the long run, but For Battle Royale, it just doesn't fit at all. So having this collab will definitely be and feel probably nostalgic to a lot of us. And I know I said this earlier, but I do think that we will be seeing a slingshot from Bart Simpson. This might be at his own POI. Maybe you have to kill Bart Simpson to get the slingshot, which would be a really cool addition to see. The Simpsons mini-season at the moment is currently codenamed Wild Estate, and there will be 5 bosses and NPCs on the map. Currently, they are codenamed, so we don't know exactly who they are, but I mean, we have a pretty good guess. Guaranteed Homer Simpson, maybe Bart Simpson, and a couple of other characters that we mentioned earlier in the video. But there's so much more to talk about, not only within the Simpsons season, but the events leading up to it. There will be not 1 but 2 events that will lead us out of chapter 6. One is the finale, and then the next is bringing us into Springfield, and we will also get some storyline related lore. The direction that Fortnite is going is huge, and there's still more information to talk about. Like, we will be getting a downtime screen. Hopefully we don't have another black hole event downtime, but this is going to be a very, very good month for Fortnite, and it already has been, especially with Fortnitemares. There will be a full-scale event timer on the Fortnitemares map, hopefully within the next few days, and also it will have its own separate playlist and countdown. Me personally, I'm really shocked that chapter 6 is being ended so early, but also I do understand why. Chapter 6 probably had one of the lowest player counts in Fortnite's history, and as we saw with the recent bug invasion season that was recently fully scrapped, I think that they just want to get out of chapter 6 as fast as possible, mainly because they might not think it's the best thing for their game at the moment, and I would 100% agree. If something's not working, just scrap it. But this season will be coming out on November 1st, and it will last until December 1st, just like all the other previous mini seasons that we've had, but it will not be an OG related map. I'm so glad that Epic Games didn't go super heavy on this mini season like with OG items from chapter 3, but instead stuck to a collaboration style, because as we know, last year's remix, a lot of people had mixed opinions, and me personally, it wasn't my favorite, but the events were really, really cool. Speaking of events, we could have the possibility of receiving a concert, maybe not within the Fortnite Simpsons mini season, but we could see it during chapter 7. A lot of the leakers have confirmed that concerts are coming into chapter 7, which is huge for Fortnite, and the artist that we could be getting a concert for is XXXTentacion. He was recently leaked as a up-and-coming collab within Fortnite, and first it was Juice WRLD in chapter 2, and if we had one at the end of the Simpsons event, that would just be insane for XXXTentacion. It is possible that that will be our next concert or major event. Anyways, guys, let me know down below, what skin do you want to see the most? Me personally, I hope we see a Bart skin. I don't know how Epic Games will be able to make him into a skin because he's so short, but overall, this is a very bright looking future for Fortnite, and we'll be doing some giveaways for the Simpsons Battle Pass once it releases down in the Discord below, so you got to make sure to join to claim your spot. And guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.